I think so. Hope everybody's having a blessed day on God's green earth, having a wonderful, wonderful day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Getting ourselves all set up here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's get the announcements ready. All right. DBL moms, are we live?
We're live.
I think we're live.
Yeah.
I think we are. Let's make sure. Let's get some announcements going. Announcements. Public service announcements. Yeah. All right. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. All right. The stream looks good. All right. Let's get our announcements going over here. Okay. Hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen. We are just getting ourselves nice and set up here. How's everybody's day going? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, man. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. All right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's see what we got going on over here. All right. Getting some announcements up. Some good old announcements. Boom. Make sure everything looks copacetic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. The Discord announcements went out. Ooh, okay. We got our tiki-talkies. Let's go. Let's go. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Good morning to the folks on YouTube. Let's make sure we are live on YouTube. Good morning to the folks. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Got ourselves. We are live on the YouTubes. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right. Good. We are live on YouTube. All right. All right. There we go. Let's make sure we are live on the Twitch front. Let's see. All right. Get ourselves all set up over here. Ooh. Okay. Beautiful. Got ourselves on. The announcements are out on Facebook and Instagram and Threads. Good. All right. How's everybody's day going? Hope you guys are having a good day. Woo! Another good day on the Lord's green earth. All right. Okay. Okay. Good. Got ourselves set up over here. Let's check out X. Let's make sure X is good. We live on X. Let's see. Let's make sure. All right. Let's see. Okay. I think we're live. I think we're live on X. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Good, good, good. For a second, I was like, wait a second. Is that... Good morning, ladies and gentlemen on X. I thought for a second, I'm like, wait a second. Is X working? Because it wasn't showing up right away. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on over here? All right. Let's check out Twitch. Make sure Twitch is good. Is Twitch good? Twitch. Let's see.
How about tiki-taki, tiki-taki?
Oh, of course. We're going to check out tiki-taki, tiki-taki. Let's make sure we're live on tiki-taki, tiki-taki. Yeah.
Make sure they follow on all that.
Oh, yeah. Of course they will. I'm going to make sure of that. All right. Good morning. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we got everything. Okay. Time to do this intro. Sorry about the long wait, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Get ourselves over here. Okay. All righty. What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, a.k.a. the Rainmaker. Yeah. Yes, a.k.a. G Money. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm here with my lovely co-host. The lovely co-host. She is the Serengeti specialist with her bushy tail in the tall weeds and in the tall trees.
In the trees too?
Yeah, in the trees too. In the trees too. The weeds, the trees, the skies, underground, the whole 9 yards. In the water too.
How am I going to get up in the tree now?
In the tree. You climb the tree.
You have to get me a ladder and shove me up.
No. You climb the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
She got 2 chancletas in each hand and a chancleta harpoon in the other hand. And with the other hand, she got a chancleta fishing hook. We call her DBL Moms.
Hey, I've got 3 hands.
She got 4 hands. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I want to say, if you want to check us out on there, you can like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can find us on YouTube at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on Twitch, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, as well as Threads, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on Tiki-Taki at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL NICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. And also, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for our indelible patrons for $1.99 to get our premium scanners and all these other things. Link is in the description down below, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yeah. So, we picked up quite a few baggers today. We got PITA, P-I-T-A, 156%. We called it earlier before it's 156% run. ENVB, 192% prior to that. We called it prior to that run. QVCGB 221, SYTA 145. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we got some small ones, too. We called a couple small ones that went up a little bit. So we called HCTI 83%, SMCX 55%, ICCT 55%, ONVO 34%, CNSP 30%, and SAG 63%. Ladies and gentlemen, so we are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks. I tell you, they get that shrimp money, that good shrimp money. I mean, like the big ones in with the cocktails and all that good stuff. Yeah. They get that orange chicken money, because I had some orange chicken earlier.
Orange chicken.
Yeah, no, not earlier today, but yesterday. Rick Anderson, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard. Jeremy asks, what do you think about KULR? Well, what do I think about KULR? Let's check it out, shall we? Let's check out KULR. Let's start it off. All right. All right. So let's see what we got here. KULR. Let's zoom in the room. Okay. Right off the bat. Looks very barcoded, which tells me there's probably not going to be a lot of volume on this one. Let's check out KULR. Check it out.
Okay.
All right. So KULR currently up 4%. Let me see that float and volume.
Float volume.
Let's see. The float. Ooh, that's a very high float. So the float for this stock is 175.2 million. Very, very high float. Very high float. Very high float. And the volume's very low. Volume is very low at 398,000. So it's a very high float, very low volume. That is barcoding. It's not overbought, not oversold. It is on the VWAP, maybe a little bit above it, but it's not something I like. I'm not liking it. I don't like it personally. So right now it's for me. I'll draw some support and resistance lines for you though. So you got over here resistance line at $1.47, another one over here at 145, another one over here and the 145, another one at 144. And then you got some support lines over here. You got one at 142. You got a support line at 141. Another one all the way down here at 138. And then another one all the way down here at 137. And then all the way down here at 134. And yeah, 134. So that's what you got going on. Me personally, I don't like it. Very barcodey. Not a lot of volume. Not very schmexy. I'm going to check out TRNR. Let's see what we got going. Let's see what we got going on, because TRNR was moving a little bit. It was moving a little bit earlier. Let's zoom in the room. All right. So let's see. We got right here TRNR. Looks like it's has a bit of a B, C, D. So look, we got an A, B, C, B to C, and then C to D. Right all the way up here. Well, the C probably might be over here a little bit more, actually. So let me get this out. Get this out over here. Bring that B all the way to C, and then C all the way to D. Boom, baby. There we go. That's what we got going on. I like this right here. It got a little bit of an A, B, C, D. FGHL3 says, nice action on TRNR. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think so, too. Jeremy, thank you for that follow, man. Welcome aboard, brother. Welcome aboard. All right. Let's see what we got going on. So, we got TRNR. Right now, it's 68%, 69% now. Nice. We got some news for this stock right here. Interactive Strength Inc., that's the name of the stock, launches FAQs about acquisition. They got an acquisition going on, business strategy, and 50 million pro forma 2025 guidance. So they got an acquisition. They got a nice little business strategy going, and they got 50 million pro forma. So that's what we got going on over here. Let's check out that floating volume for me. Check out the floating volume. All right, so we got for float 1.5 million. Volume is 18.82 million. I like that. I like that because the volume is 18 times that of the float approximately. I like what I'm seeing. I like that. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So let's get some patterns. Let's get some levels over here. Let's get some levels. Zoom out a little bit. All right, let's get some levels over here. So you got resistance right at 168, another one over here at 165. You got a support line currently at 154, another one at 124, another one over here at 146, Got another one down here at 126. One down here at 120. Another one at 115. Another one at 105. 98 cents. 92 cents. 90 cents. 84 cents. And then 80 cents right there, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what you got going on. So those are the beautiful, beautiful little support and resistance lines over here. So let's see. Right now, it's forming a bit of a red line with a top tail. I don't like the top tails. What do we like, DBL Moms? We like the bottom tails. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Oh, also, let me put this up over here. Oh, ooh. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is not stock or financial advice. We are not stock or financial advisors. Do your own due diligence before purchasing anything in the stock market at all whatsoever. This is just a show. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey! Always do your own due diligence before purchasing anything in the stock market at all whatsoever, ladies and gents. But this right here, it's also a little bit overbought going on right here. It's above the VWAP, which I like. The volume is good. The float is good. It's just a little bit overbought. That's the only problem I really have with it. Other than that, it's got to hold the support line right here at 154, which is currently breaking through. It definitely has to hold at 146, though. And then it has to break through 165 and also 168 for it to remain schmexy to me. Also, there's another resistance line all the way over here. So let me get that all the way up here. It's like the big kahuna, if you will. Then you got another one all the way over here. So you got a large one, a giant one, all the way up here at 242, and another one at 217. Those are also resistance points for it as well, if we're going by the past. But right now, let's focus on these ones. Let's stay within the 3-foot world here. So this is what we got going on. Right now, it looks like it could potentially be forming a bit of a descending wedge. It could potentially be forming one right over here. So let's get that. Boom, boom. That's what we got going on. Hold on. Let me get this out of here. Bop, right there. So that's what we got. Let's check out another stunk while we wait and see what happens with TRNR. It has to hold that 146. It has to break through 154 right now for it to be schmexy to me, and then it has to definitely break through 165 and 168 for it to continue to be schmexy. Right now it's got a bit of a bottom tail. I like that bottom tail. It looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. Looks like it could potentially curl. The volume again on it is excellent. 1.5 million float, 18.85 million volume. So we'll see what goes on with this stonk. Right now, it looks like it's trying to curl up off this descending wedge, so we'll see what happens with it. I know if I turn away, I know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to turn away, and then guess what? It's just going to, it's going to probably curl up. Oh, wait, it's moving up again. It broke through the resistance point at 154. Now it's got to use that as a support and break through 165. So let's see what goes on. I'm going to keep an eye on it for a little bit longer, see what goes on here. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, be sure to share the stream. Be sure to share, ladies and gentlemen, share. Because sharing is caring. Share it with your mom. Share it with your dad. Share it with your brother. Share it with your brother, your sister, your cat, your dog, your hamster, your chupacabra. All right, yeah, one of those little things called that you keep in the water there, other than fish, axolotl. Share it with your axolotl. Everybody likes an axolotl. They're like those little squishy things that are in the water. They're adorable. Anyway, yeah, share with one of those too, because a lot of people like those. Share with one of those. Share it with your stingray if you got a stingray. I don't know. Share it with your bear. Wait, what? Share it with your whatever. You share with the bear out in the woods. Yeah. Give him your phone. Be like, yeah, man, look at this. That bear about to learn some bullish. That bear about to learn some bullish tactics today. All right. Let's see. Right now, it just broke through 165. 165. Let's check it out over here. 168. It's got to break through that for it to be schmexy to me. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see. All right. Come on. It looks like it's trying to flirt with that 167. It fell a bit below 165 as well. It's got to break through that 165 and then break that 168 for it to be schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Come on. Don't hit that top. Do not hit that top like a used car salesman. I want you to smack that bottom like your name was Akon. Go ahead, man. Come on. All right. Well, we're going to move on. We're going to move on for that. We're going to move on from that. Let's see. SYTA. We called it earlier. Today. prior to its 145% run.
Yeah.
It's still up 120. It's got some news on it, but let's zoom in the room firstly. Let's get some resistance points and some support points over here. So we got resistance over here at $9. Got some resistance over here at $8.30. Another resistance line at $7.90. Support line at $7.49. Support at $6.56. And support at $3.68. And then another one over here at $5.24. So that's what we got going on. So right now, SYTA has to stay above the $7.50 line and break through the $7.90 line for it to be schmexy to me. So that's what we got going on right here. Also, I'm going to draw another support line over here at 731. Boom, right there. Looking good, looking good. And also, there's another support line all the way down here at 338. So hopefully it does not hit that. I don't think it will. But let's zoom in the room, see what happens. It is a bit overbought. That's my problem with it. It's a bit overbought, and it looks like it's trying to fight to stay above the VWAP right now. But it did have a nice 145% run earlier. It's currently up 118%, now 120. So we'll see what goes on with this one. Let's check out the float and the volume. The float for this stock is 939.82 thousand. Volume is 8.04 million. It also has news, ladies and gentlemen. We got news. So, this stock right here, Seattle Mobile, signed an agreement to merge with Core Gaming. They also announced a $160 million AI gaming merger with Core Gaming. So that's the amount of money that's going to be going into this merger. And then to top it off, they signed a definitive agreement to merge with said gaming company as well. So they basically have a big merger coming along, $160 million AI gaming merger. So that's their big thing. And the float is pretty low. It's pretty low. I like the float. I don't mind the float. And the volume is 8.11 million, which means that it is nice. It is looking schmexy with that volume. It's above the VWAP. It's a bit overbought. That's my only problem with it. Other than that, it's looking schmexy. So we'll see what happens with it. We'll see what happens. Jay Dukes asks, what do you think about PITA today? Well, we called PITA this morning, Jay Dukes. Let's put it up. Let's put it up. We called PITA this morning prior to its 156% run. We'll see what happens with it. Let's check out PITA. We also did a video too prior to its 156% run. We did a video on PITA. So let's get some graffiti lines over here. So let's remove this over here. Let's get some graffiti pencil activated. All right, let's get some support and resistance going. So we got some resistance here at 96 cents and change. We got some more resistance all the way down here. We got some at 93, 89, 85, 82, 76, 65, another one at 67, and then you got some support lines over here at 52, another one at, and then a resistance line at 57. Got another one all the way down here at 50 for that support, and another support line at 33, and then another one all the way down here at 31, right? And then also you got a resistance line over here at 68. So that's what we got going on. PITA right now, currently with PITA, it's below the VWAP. It had a nice run, but it did drop down a little bit. So I'm not too particularly keen on it right now, but it did have a nice run earlier when we called it. It was pretty schmexy. All right, so let's see what goes on here. Right now, PITA looks like it's got a bit of a descending wedge over here. A little bit. Let's get this over here. Boom. It's got to break this little downtrend over here for it to be schmexy to me. Yes, all right. Let's get this bop right there. Looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. Looks like it's trying to curl up just a little bit right now. It has to break through 57 cents and hold that 52-cent line for it to be schmexy to me. But also, ladies and gentlemen, it does have to break through the VWAP over here at 71 cents because it is below VWAP. That's the only thing I have against it right now. PITA, let's check that out. So PITA has a pretty high float, though. That's the only other problem I have with it too, is that it has a pretty high float. It did have a history of being oversold. Did have a history of being oversold, so it could potentially climb up again. Maybe we'll see what happens. PITA Does not have any news, but the float for the stock is 36.6 million. Very high float though. Volume is 24.22 million. I'm not a big fan of the volume right now, and the float is pretty high. But it did have a nice run earlier, so we'll see what goes on with this stock. Let's take a look at TRNR again. TRNR, because TRNR is currently doing some work. They're getting some work in a little bit. It was doing some buffoonery. Little bit overbought right now. Nothing crazy right now, but they did curl up a little bit off that descending wedge. Boom, right here. All right, let's get some more resistance lines over here. Let's get another resistance line over here at 174. Actually, hold on. Yep, 174 over here. Bop, right there. Let's get that nice TRNR resistance over here. So we got that going on. All right, all right. That's looking schmexy. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, PITA, not PITA, TRNR. TRNR has news of an acquisition, a business strategy, and $50 million pro forma. The float for the stock is 1.5 million. Volume is now 26.34 million. Before it was 18 million. So the volume for this is going up. It's got to hold this little line over here, this little support line at $1.68, and the other line at $1.65, and it's got to break through that 174 for it to be schmexy to me. But right now, it looks like it's holding that 165, and it's trying to smack that bottom over at 168 and trying to break through it, smash through it right there. Bada bing, bada boom. It is now 169, 170. Come on, baby, break through that 175 and be schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The only thing is, it's forming a bit of a top tail. Not a big fan of the top tails. I like the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. You know me, I like the bottom tails. Now smack that like your name was Akon. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on now. No used car salesman action. We don't want none of that. We don't want you smacking the top and saying, oh, you could fit 50 croissants in this car. Nah, I want to be able to see you smack that all on the floor. Smack that, maybe give it a little bit more. Smack that till it gets sore. Yes.
Come on now.
I'm trying not to get copywritten, so I'm not going to sing the rest of it. So, let's see what goes on with it. Right now, it's got that top tail. We don't like the top tail. We like the bottom tail, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, keep going. Come on. Come on. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost at that 174. Come on. Come on. It's right there. Hello. Yes. My watch went deet, 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 deet. Shish. I get it. It was rooted for it. Yes, it broke through. You see, it was the magical watch, man. It was the magical watch. It went deet, 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 deet. Yep, there you go. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, you got that going on right there. Got that going on right there. Now it's got a little bit of a resistance point over here. A little bit overbought again. So we'll see what goes on with it. But right now, it's got a resistance point at 178. It has to break through 174 and 178 for it to be schmexy. Thank you. I sneezed. I apologize. Yeah. All right. So, that's what we got going on right there. So, it's hitting that 174. It's flirting with that 174 resistance point. It's flirting with it a little bit. It's flirting with it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't give me that used car salesman treatment. I don't want to know about you could fit 10 million toaster strudels in a Mercedes-Benz. I don't want to know about that. I'm trying to find out about smacking that all on the floor. Come on. Come on. 174. It's still flirting with it, man. It is still flirting with it. It's just got to break through, hit that 178, and go higher. Currently, it's up 84%. TRNR. Right now, 84%. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got NIXX. That one came in a bit earlier. So while we're waiting for TRNR to do its thing, let's check out NIXX. I know as soon as I turn my head on that stock, it is going to probably do something. So, because that's just how it does. Yeah, that's called Murphy's Law at that point. All right. So, let's get that over here. So, NIXX. Not liking this one too much. Yeah, not liking this one too much. Currently up 8%. The float for this is 3.1 million. Not a bad float. The volume, however, is 592,000. So it's a very low float stock. Not a big fan of that. Not a very big fan of that. So let's get some lines over here, but I personally don't like this one right now. It's got some resistance at 193, another one over here at 180, another one over here at 169, another one at 168. Those are the current resistance points right over here. Let's check out some support lines at 163, 157, 155, 153, 149, and another one all the way down here at 143, and then this one at 142. It is currently below the VWAP right now. The VWAP is a little sporadic, though, a little sporadic on the VWAP because the VWAP's at 171. However, this stock is at 163, so it's below the VWAP right now. The float for it is pretty low. It's pretty low with the VWAP. So, pretty low with the volume. Pretty low with the volume, but it does have some news. Nixie announces 10 million share repurchase program. So, oh, that's not something I like. I don't like that. So, not a big fan. Not a big fan. Let's check out something else. Let's check out TRNR again, see what they're doing, and then after that, we'll check out a different stonk. So let's zoom in the room. Again, TRNR does have the problem of being a bit overbought. Right now, it's not overbought or oversold, but it's got to definitely break through this little series of resistance lines at 165, 167, 174, and 178. Right now, it's got to also hold that support line, which it doesn't seem like it's doing. It's giving me that used car salesman treatment right now, so I don't like that. It's giving me that mafia treatment, right? Where where they like have in the movies where they have the little press for the car and they crush the car. Yeah, nah, they're giving it that kind of treatment. Nah, we don't like that. Let's check out another stunk. Let's check out SKYT. The float on it's a little bit high, but it does seem to have. It did make a little bit of movement, so we'll see what goes on with it. The float for the stock is a little bit high, though, in my opinion. Me personally, I don't like the float. The float's a little too high, but it did have a tiny bit of an uptrend. However, the volume is extremely low, judging by these candles alone. Let me take a nice little look over here right now. Let me actually draw a graffiti pencil. Boom. It does have a bit of a move upward, and it is above the VWAP. I like that part. But judging by these candles, not a lot of volume, I can tell you right now, right off the bat. All right, SKYT currently up 90%. It does have news of insider buying. Skywater is also to acquire Infineon's Austin fab and establish a strategic partnership to expand their U.S. foundry capacity for foundational chips. That came out at 8 o'clock this morning. And then you also got Skywater Technologies non-GAAP EPS of 4 cents, beating by 11 cents, revenue of 75.49 million, beats by 1.24 million. So it did have some good revenue. However, the float for this stock is 23.01 million. Volume is, which is a pretty high float, volume is 53.78 thousand, which is very, very low for the volume. Me personally, not a big fan of that. All right, I'll draw some resistance points. It also is a bit overbought. It's above the VWAP. But it's overbought. That and the volume is pretty low. So this stunk to me is not a big fan to me. Now let's get some resistance and support lines over here. So we got resistance at 1056, and another one at 1053. Then you got a support line. Currently, it's a support line at 1043. Another one at 1005. Another one at 993. Another one at 984. Another one at 999. Another one at 999 again. Over here at 989. 979. And then after that, you got another one at 973. 970, 969. You got another one at 960. You got another one over here at 949. Another one down here at 925, 946, 910, and 890. So those are the current support and resistance lines. This has to definitely hold that 1043 support line, break through that 1053 for it to be schmexy, but it's going to need some volume in my opinion, because right now it's not a big fan of it right now. So we'll see what goes on with it, but I'm not a big fan. I'm not liking it too much. because SkyT does have a high volume, low float, and it is a bit overbought. So right now, I'm not a big fan. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's check out what else we got over here. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Right now, let's check out QVCGB, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. All right, let's check that out. So, QVCGB, we called this one earlier prior to its 221% run. Normally, I don't call the tickers with 5 letters normally, but this one was a bit of an exception because it had a nice run. I'm not even going to lie to you. So, let's get some resistance points over here. So, you got some resistance over here at $18.74. Again, over here at $18.55. Another one down here at $17.16. Another one over here at $15.72. Another one at $13.05. Another one over here at $15.38. $13.95. Got another resistance at $12.78. Another one over here at $12.37. $11.39. $10.78. $10.22. That one is more of a support line. $10.22. $9.99. $8.45. $8.07. $8.90. $7.24. $5.02. That's the lowest of the support lines over there. So now let's zoom in the room a little bit. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. Currently with this stonk, let's zoom out a little bit. Currently it had a bit of a downtrend though, a little bit of a downtrend over here. So let me get the graffiti pencil out. Boom. Right here at QVCGB. All right. Bop. Right there. Okay. Then it had a bit of a curl right off of there. Now it's a bit consolidated over here. Nothing crazy. Bit of a bull pennant. Oh, excuse me. Not that. Didn't want to do that. Bop. Right there. Okay. Let's zoom in the room. Okay, looks like it's trying to curl up off of it a little bit. Little bit. Bop. Right there. So we'll see what happens with it. However, ladies and gentlemen, this has to definitely hold that 1021 support line, break through that 1079 resistance for it to be schmexy to me. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's check out QVCGB. Okay. All right. Currently up 102%. Had a nice run up to 221, ladies and gentlemen. When we called it, it ran up 221%. The float I cannot find, strangely enough. Volume, however, is 2.85 million. So we'll see what happens with this one. I personally think it might be a little bit of a high float. I don't know entirely because it does not show me for some reason. But QVCGB did have a nice 221% run. So right now, because it's holding its support line, but it's got a very high resistance line all the way up here, and then it's got a little tiny resistance line at 1102 as well, if you really want to go that far. See right over here. So we'll see what happens there. All right, but right now QVCGB, no news, not a lot going on for this. It did have a nice run earlier, was a bit oversold earlier. But it's not overbought, not oversold right now, but it is below the VWAP, and the float is unclear. The volume is rather interesting. Let's check out MULN. Let's see what they're doing there. MULN is having some movement. Let's see what goes on with MULN. Again, with this stonk, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Let's see. Boom, over here. MULN just had a major league price spike. Crazy price spike right there. Conan, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, brother. Hello. All right. So, MULN, currently with MULN, it is above the VWAP. I like that, but it is overbought, and it did have a major price spike. So, I'm very cautious with it because it seems a little sporadic. In my opinion. So, we'll see what happens with it. Let's get some support and resistance lines out over here. So you got obviously a resistance line at 329, another one over here at 294, another one down here at 239. That's a support line right there. Another one at 240. That's also another support line. You got another one down here at 235, another one down here at 233, and then another one all the way down here at 229 and 231. So it's got a lot of support lines over here, but it also has some resistance lines. It's got to break through 294 and also 330. It's very sporadic because of that giant price spike that just happened here. So we'll see what goes on with it. But right now, it's looking not a big fan. But it does have some news. It does have news. I can't discount that. It's up 21%. Has news that National Auto Fleet Group is proud to partner with Mullen Commercial EVs. Mullen Automotive Inc. is the name of the stock. So they are working with Mullen Commercial EVs, which are now approved and available for public sector purchasing. They also had Bronstein, Gerwitz, and Grossman LLC announced that Mullen Automotive investors with substantial losses had the opportunity to lead a class action lawsuit. So that's not some really good news for this one. No. So right now it's to me, especially with this float and volume. The float is 823,000. Yeah, 823,000. Excuse me. And the volume is 454,000. So the volume's lower than the float, and the float is pretty low, so it's pretty sporadic with its price action. That's probably why it had this big price spike, but you got to remember, they partnered with a National Auto Fleet Group, however, and they do have their commercial EVs, which are approved and available for the public sector purchasing. However, they also had law offices that are basically like, oh, lawsuits. So you never like the word lawsuit in news. Never a big fan. No. Not something I personally like. Me personally, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, but that's just my opinion. This is not stock advice. Do your own due diligence, ladies and gentlemen, before purchasing anything in the stock market at all whatsoever. These are just my opinions. This is just a show. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey!
Always do your own due diligence, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
But this stock for me, not for me. Not for me.
No.
All right, let's see what else we got.
Let's see what else we got.
Let's check out TRNR again. Let's see what we got going on. And ladies and gentlemen, be sure to share the stream. Be sure to share. Share it with your dog. Share it with your cat. Share it with your bull. Share it with your bear. Share it with the chupacabra. You know, if you got roaches in the house, share it with them too. Hey, you never know. You never know. That's a lot of viewers right there.
Oh my God.
Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have roaches in your house, please get that fixed. Please don't let that.
Get that fixed?
Nah. Please get that fixed. Anyway, let's see what we got going on over here. All right, so we got the graffiti pencil out. Bop. Over here, got a bit of a pennant forming over here for TRNR. So right now it's got to hold that 153, break through 164, 168, 174, and 178 for it to be schmexy to me.
Yeah.
All right. Right now it's doing its thing with this pennant over here, so we'll see what happens with it. But right now it's got to hold this resistance point at 154, break through 165. That is what it has to do in the immediate. After that, 168, 175, and 179 all have to be broken for it to be schmexy to me. Yes. All right. Remember, TRNR launched an FAQ about an acquisition, business strategy, and 50 million pro forma 2025 guidance. The float for this stock is 1.5 million. And the volume is 33.15 million, so the volume is approximately 33 times that of the float, which I like. I like that. It's also above the VWAP right now. Not overbought, not oversold, although it did have a past of being overbought a little bit. So we'll see what goes on here. We'll see what happens with it. Right now, it's looking alright.
Yeah.
Looking alright, but it needs to break through that resistance to me for it to be schmexy to me. Otherwise, that's what I gotta say. All right, that's what I gotta say here.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. What do we have? Y'all? Let's see HCTI. Let's check out HCTI.
Do that.
Let's see what they were doing. All right, HCTI.
Call that earlier.
We did call that earlier. We called HCTI. It had a nice 83% run. Let's remove this drawing over here. Let's zoom in the room. Let me see here. Let me see here. Zoom in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's get our support and resistance lines up. So we got a resistance line at 79 cents. Another one over here at 76. Another one all the way over here at 75. Right here. 73. 72. 71. Another one at 69. Nice. 63. 63. 60. Then you got some support lines for this one. So you got 59. You got 53. You got 55. 57. 44. 37. 35, 34, 32, and 31. All the way over here. Let's get rid of that one over there. And 31. Bop, right there. So that's what we got going on for support and resistance. Now let's zoom in the room. Let's zoom in the room, baby. All right. So this one, a little bit indecisive. It looks like it's trying to move up a little bit, but it has to hold this 59-cent resistance point over here, which it's not doing. It's not holding that support line at the 59 cents. It's a bit bearish there. It has to hold and break through that 60-cent line for it to be schmexy to me. Right now, HCTI is below the VWAP right over here. It's below the VWAP. Not overbought, not oversold. It's up 57%. They do have some news. They have some news that came out yesterday. The preliminary proxy statement providing a notification of matters to be brought for a vote. They filed a form PRE 14A, so we'll see what happens with it right now. Also, let's check out that float. 2.89 million. Volume is 25 million, so I like the volume. I like the float being low, but right now, because it's below the VWAP, and it's not doing much movement. It has to break through that 60-cent resistance for it to be schmexy to me, and we'll also see about it holding that 59, so it's got to do that. Let's check out MULN, because MULN decided to move when my head was turned, so we'll see what happens with MULN. Right now, again, not the biggest fan of MULN, so we'll see what happens with it. Let's zoom in the room here. Boop, right here. All right, MULN just had another massive price spike over here. Let's get some new support and resistance lines here. So you got a support line at 319, another one over here at 314, and then you got a resistance line at 363. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens with it, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens with it. So right now, it's got to break through that 363 and hold at the 329 for it to be schmexy to me. Again, it's very, very sporadic. And again, they didn't have good news earlier this morning, but then they came out with some good news that they were partnering with National Auto Fleet Group, so we'll see what goes on with that. And they also have their EVs, which are now approved and available for public sector purchasing, so that's good news, but it also has bad news, so we'll see what happens with this stonk. It does have a nice movement above VWAP. However, it's very sporadic. The price spike is very high. Oh, and it just broke through. It just broke through. It's now hitting 369 right there. That is the new resistance point for it right there. So we shall see what goes on there. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, it's got good news. It's got bad news. Let's check the float and the volume. Let's check that float and volume. So right now, the float is low, 823.33 thousand. Volume is above it, though, at 2.19 million. I like that the volume's above it. I like that the volume's above it. However, it's very sporadic to me, and it's also overbought. That's the other issue for me. Other than that, if it can break through that 362 and then that 369, it can potentially become schmexy to me. Maybe. All right? Maybe. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Also, don't forget to share, ladies and gents. Be sure to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to share. All right. Let's see what we got going on over here. What else we got?
Yeah, what else we got?
One more stunk. One more.
One more stunky.
One more stunk before we close it out. Wait. It's breaking through. MULN's breaking through again. MULN breaking through. It's hitting another resistance line all the way up here that I made at 385. It's got to break through that for it to be schmexy to me. But right now, it's got to hold this 368 support, break through 386 for it to be schmexy to me, ladies and gentlemen. For it to be schmexy to me. Yes. Again, overbought. It's nicely above VWAP, but it is a bit overbought. So we'll see what happens. Again, good news and bad news with the stunk. So we shall see what happens with it. It has some very sporadic price action, a lot of price spikes going on. Seems a bit extended to me, so we'll see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time I got today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, yes.
And as always, you can find us on YouTube at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, at Coach Nick Money. You'll get a lot of stock market analysis on there. Ladies and gentlemen, you get a lot of stock market analysis on there, so be sure to follow X.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. You can follow us on Tiki Taki at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And ladies and gentlemen, also don't forget, we have a 4-day trial for our Indelible Patrons Premium program. Link to join us in the description down below for $1.99. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes. It also has a bit of a resistance over here for MULN. So put that over there at 381. Boom. Anyways, as I was saying, but yeah, be sure to share, ladies and gentlemen, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to share. We call a lot of baggers a lot of times. We called PITA prior to its 156% run. ENVB prior to its 192% run. We called QVCGB prior to its 221% run, and then SYTA prior to its 145% run, and then we called a couple of little baby ones, you know, a little bit of show money, you know how it goes. HCTI 83%, SMCX 55%, ICCT 55%, ONVO 34%, CNSP 30%, and SAG 63%. Ladies and gentlemen, yes sir, and it looks like it broke through that 385 resistance line, by the way, with MULN. So you got that going on for you too. So we'll put another resistance line over here at 392 as we talk. Yes sir. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it broke through the resistance line. It broke through. All right, man. Now it wants to break through. It really does not want me to go. That's crazy. MULN's like, please don't go, baby, don't go. Yeah, no. Hey, we have to, MULN. You know this, ladies and gentlemen. You know this. All right, at 408, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, we love you guys. We will see you tomorrow. We hope hope all your dreams and aspirations come true, man. I hope all of them come true. We love you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. We love you. And peace. Bye-bye. Say peace to your moms.